So by the way, what is the difference between the minutes of the first meeting and the minutes of the subsequent meetings? That is the second meeting, the third meeting, the fourth to infinity. Let me know your answer in the comments. So in this video, we're going to check the common mistakes in minute writing. And in the end, I'm going to tell you the differences between the first and the subsequent minutes. Write me your comments and then you're going to compare. Before we jump to the lesson, our website is out and ready. It's fully functional. And the advantages of that website is that we have the simplified notes with questions from predictions and answers in all the topics, from Form 1 to the Form 4. We also have the essays and we have the excerpts and all the things that you'll need. To get access to my website contents, click the link in the first comment and choose the offer that suits you. The minutes is a possible question that can be tested in your KCSE. By the way, you'll get this content in the website with the simplified notes and the sample minutes. So just listen. The title of the minutes have 4 components. That is the name of the group, the date, the venue, and the time, all written in capital letters. So what is the mistake that the students do in this area? Actually, it's leaving one of those components out. From the title, we have the attendance record. It includes the members present, absent with apology, absent, and the in attendance. The mistake that the students normally do in this area is not following the guidelines given in the question. And the other thing is not writing the posts or the positions of the members. If you're having member number 1, Jane, whatever, you have to include whether it's the chairperson, the secretary, or just a member. Let's have a look at this question. Just listen, it's just part of the question. In the meeting, 8 members were present. 3, including the vice chair, sent their apologies, and the whereabouts of 2 members are unknown. So this is where we're supposed to get the attendance record. Members present, we need to have 8. Absent with apologies, 3. And then absent, we have 2. According to the question. So you should read the question, you should understand, and you should be able to tell how many were present, absent, and absent with apology. We have this area in the attendance that is called in attendance. In this area, we will record the names of those who are not the members of the group but have actually visited the meeting. We have the patron, not a member, but falls under this in attendance. So this can include the patron, maybe the principal, if it's a school setup, the principal, the deputy principal, or any other person who is invited in that group. So if you're proceeding with the question, we have the club patron also attended the meeting. So in that case, in attendance, we are going to have the club patron. The in attendance always comes after the absent, or after the members absent. So from that we have numbering of the minutes. It's another challenging area, you know that. So for this numbering, use the serial number, maybe the month and the year, or the serial number and the year. But myself, I prefer the serial number, the month, and the year. The mistake that students normally make at this point, we have the title, and the title consists of the date, and the date obviously has got the month. So the students use the month. Let's say in this case we have the minutes, the title we have the date, the month of August. And then in the numbering you're having a different month. That is a mistake. If you're having August in your title, then your month should be August. That is minute 5 August 2024. From the numbering, we have the preliminaries. You know that, and you can confirm it from the website. It's not that hard. And then reading and the confirmation. For this area, we have the keywords that are needed, that we need to see as we mark. So who reads? The secretary. So the secretary reads. We need to see the keyword proposed. We need to see the keyword seconded. And we need to see the keyword signed. Who signs the minutes? The chairperson. Just that you can master it that way. There is the matters arising, an area that is majorly confused. This matters arising, it refers to the issues that were discussed in the previous minutes or in the previous meeting, but the solution was not found. The minutes or the issues were not resolved. So in this meeting now, we want to seek to know more about the issues. And to add on that, you are supposed to quote the minute number of the meeting that we are referring to. And make sure you solve now the issue. Don't leave it pending because it was not solved in the last meeting. So in this meeting, we purpose to solve it. From the matters arising, we go to the issues raised. And these ones are normally provided in the question. For example, let me read this question. You're the secretary of the debating club in your school. Recently, the club held a meeting and the following issues were discussed. So after the matters arising, you are going to write now the agenda, the main business for the day. We have income generating activities, preparation for the great debate, and election of the officials. So for the issues discussed, for the main agenda of the day, supposed to include two things: the issue raised and actually the solution given. You have to solve any issue that is raised, and you have to give sufficient details. For example, you're going for a tour. We need to see, when are you gonna go there? Where are you going? What are the requirements? How much money are you supposed to contribute for you to qualify or for you to go to that tour? So the mistake at this point is not giving a solution to the issues raised. And then any other business. These are issues that are not in the agenda. Even if the question has not stated any other business, it's supposed to be creative and give any other issues that were not in the agenda. And remember to always number. You can have two, at least two, any other businesses. The adjournment, that one is simple. You can check it from my sample minutes. And then confirmation. In the confirmation, don't sign those minutes because they're going to be signed in the next meeting. Before we go to the differences between the first meeting of the year and the subsequent meetings, we have this one. An issue is revisited. An issue is revisited. Where does it fall? And the answer is simple. It falls in the matters arising. Don't get confused. It is as simple as that. And lastly, now we come to our major question. What is the difference between the first meeting and the subsequent meetings? Subsequent meetings minute. For the first meeting, we are going to begin with minute number 1, serial number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, until the last one. But for the subsequent minutes, we are not going to begin with minute number 1. We are going to begin from where we stopped in the other meeting. So you need to be creative, and maybe you can begin minute 15, minute 20, but actually not minute 90. That is too much, 20 and whatever. So be creative with that matter. And then difference number 2. For the first meeting, we are not going to have two sections. We are not going to have reading and confirmation. We are not going to have the matters arising because it's actually the first meeting. But for the subsequent meetings, we are going to have the reading and confirmation, and we're going to have the matters arising. Should you have any other question, let me know in the comments. So to get these minutes, click the first link.